Hello everybody, Saltsweet Ren here, and welcome back to Wildermyth, which has actually just barely been updated. It's on version 2.2, it's on version 0.21, which actually had a recent update, which I actually want to take a look at. Let's see, I'm gonna actually go to, not Hewn Hand, let's go to Helmden and take a look at it. I've done some customization with some of the characters in the past, but now we have a little bit more. Beyond just, beyond being able to customize the head and face and the colors and size, we also now have the option to change a character's gender. That includes being non-binary. You can change their body type, you can change their voice, and you can have them attracted to men, women, or anyone. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave Helmden as is. I might actually go with anyone for now, I think. Why not? Anyway, last time we wrapped up yet another chapter in the Enduring War. We were able to clear out another Morthagi site, dealt with that weird wardrobe thing that kept churning out spectic after spectic. And during the Years of Peace, the old man that kept helping us apparently decided to become a Morthagi, or asked to become one, which, not something I was expecting, but it's interesting to think about. I wonder if we'll run into him as a Morthagi in the future? There's so much farther we can go now. We could also pick up another person over here. We do need another mystic, so I think we'll come over here and recruit a mystic. So, now that the Years of Peace have gone by, a lot of people are starting to get pretty old. I think, let's see, your retirement age is at 55. You're 52 currently. Your retirement age is 48. You're 36. You've still got a good amount of time. You have less than a decade. You have a decade left. And you're still pretty young, so you should be okay. But Garland may wind up retiring before everybody else. Anyway, let's go ahead and head on up here to Nine Havens. Let's go ahead and recruit somebody. Garland is apparently staying behind. I'm gonna send Bryson alongside Helmden and Arkeen, who are our most experienced so far. I'm gonna send the others over here just to scout it out. Oh, hang on, there's something going on here. Opportunity. What is this opportunity? It's Bryson. How long has it been? Maybe it means I should quit. How long since I've really felt inspired? You want to quit? Bryson, did I hear right? Oh, did you? I was talking to myself, mostly. But you're leaving, right? Wait, Bryson is leaving? I was going to take some time for, you know. Oh. I don't know what it is, really. I could help you figure it out, I guess. Actually, that would be nice. Better than going alone. Yeah, I'll grab my things. You have any idea where we're off to? Truth. A place where truth wells up like water. Inspiration. In that case, isn't the bar a good place to start? So we can either say it's beyond the horizon or head to the bar. I think Bryson would be like, no, I don't think it would start there. So let's go ahead. I'm very curious to know what's going on. What is beyond the horizon? We could send our first three. Our first three heroes off to go and... Yeah. Wait, hang on, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause, and the others... Okay, you guys... I don't want Helmden traveling alone. So... Okay, Garland is here at Lydia's Stone. So, what do you think of Frelia Altar? I cannot pronounce that name. Frelia Altar. Why doesn't it surprise me that you wanted to come to a place called Frelia Altar? They say the brave who come here shall learn the truth of themselves. Shall learn of themselves the deepest truth. The brave? Why the brave? Don't you find that a little ominous? That looks a little... That stump over by Garland is looking a little suspicious. And it looks like you guys are just ignoring it. It's alright. Maybe it just takes a while. The day dies, sun falls away, and in the night they build a fire. I don't know what I expected to find. I think I'm mostly looking for a feeling. Is that really something you can search for? Remember when we were new at this? Everything was new. Each path we took, and every labor we put ourselves to. I'm bored. I guess we always come back to boredom in the end. Huh. I guess he's singing now. I think that's what that is. Like, tell me of this sorrow, this rose that you kept by the bed in which last your poor Isabel slept. That song. She woke full of laughter, and brightly she gazed, the curve of her mouth and a kiss she upraised. I don't know what tune this is supposed to be, but I'm just going with it. She sang over the hills, but peaks shy. She sang over the hills, peaks a shy but pure dawn, and sure as the sunrise, I'll someday be gone. But recall me in love, and our joy may live on. And you do, and you do, and you do. The old love song is one he's sung 100 times by a fire, 100 times with a friend, and still... Tonight it feels new. How strange. I always did love that song. Me too. Even if it's a little too maudlin for my taste. A noise rises in the darkness. Not an echo of them, but the resonant call of something else. Did our voices wake the neighbors? There's a dice chance, a 63% chance of something happening. We could be like, well, there's been some run-ins out here. Stick by the fire. Maybe it's nothing. Or, I don't like waiting to get ambushed. Let's look around. I kind of want to actively do something for this opportunity. And Bryson has kind of been the leader this whole time, mostly, so... Or at least it kind of feels like Bryson has been the leader. So let's go ahead and see. Got a 63% chance of success. Leaving the firelight, they circle around through some trees. They spot their foes entering the camp, well illuminated. We got a legacy point. A legacy point. I said a legacy point. Okay. Anyway. Alright. There's a weldling and a butler. Well. I don't... there they are. They're both, like, over there. You... Okay, Arkeen. Or actually, Bryson, right off the bat, I can have you interfuse with that stump. And Splinter Blast and hit them both. There we go. Armor shredded. Garland, take a few steps forward. And Sentinel. Arkeen. Let's go ahead and have you... We can put a jump jaw trap there, and will Cone of Fire work? It'll attack both of them. So, goodbye to the Wildling. The butler is all that remains. Hey! That was simple, but fun. Okay. That worked out just fine, and hey! We got more experience than usual. I feel like the noise was a bit different, too. So Garland can get Endurance, Broad Swipes, or Stalwart. So Endurance, he gets +2 armor. Broad Swipes is his melee attacks deal 4 damage to all other foes within range. Or Stalwart is, as a swift action, once per combat, Garland grants 3 armor to himself or a nearby ally for 2 turns. I like being able to damage other stuff within range, so I think I'm gonna go with Broad Swipes. The Swan Scepter, it's a wand, so it should go to a Mystic. Which unfortunately we don't have another Mystic besides Bryson. We were hoping to get another Mystic. Let's just go ahead and put in Bryson's empty slot. Then the Knee Pad of Attunement. They are burnished and etched with the designs of the land, plus 0.7 potency. Helmden has nothing, from what I understand. I kind of want to give it to Helmden. Just so I feel a little better about Helmden being okay. To my eyes, it's all clear. Same here. Nothing moving. Well, that was sudden. I suppose you're still bored. You know, I am glad we came out here. Well, let's be on the road at dawn. Yeah? When you sang, and when I sang with you, I started thinking that, really, the most powerful, most original things, they're old, and they grow with you. Like good friends, and songs remembered. In the morning, they will simply start home. And the calamities. The Spectics now deal extra damage. Fun! So, guess we're adding that to the list of all the Morthagi stuff. Oh, and now Bryson is a Bluehorn Mystic. Okay. So we can do Arches, in which he summons from... bonds with the earth and summons from a seedling and stilts a wondrous tree that pins surrounding enemies. Earth Scribe, advanced interfusion abilities for stones and bones. Bryson may wall with objects, and allies may wall with objects that Bryson is interfused with. Or Riposte, which is Bryson will counterattack after a successful melee block or dodge. Interfusing with like bones type bone and stones will work well with the Morthagi campaign, so let's go with Earth Scribe. I kinda like that. Anyway, you should Bryson at the very least should probably join them in recruiting. And everyone else should just gather here, I think. You guys are on your way up. And arrived at Darkfields for you two. Even though these two are both like super strong, I don't want them to... Alright, so let's go ahead and... Okay, we can choose between a few different people. So first off is Beth Gwalderfeld. So let's look at her history. Her father raised Beth under the blanket of his grief, and she grew up knowing that death could come at any moment, could turn love and joy to bitterness and self-revulsion. A young woman near Elmyarn Boast taught her how to tell one fern from another. She trusted only in the speed of her own strength. This rule served her well. And she is a dark heart, a wild heart, and physical. I already think she fits in quite well with the group, just from this alone. What are her stats? See, she is very greedy. She's very hot-headed. She's a bit of a romantic, bit of a leader, kind of a healer, kind of a coward, kind of a goofball. Not so much of a loner, or bookish, or a poet, or snarky. I do think I like her right off the bat. I do think I like her. And, oh, she's attracted to women. Okay. Let's see, what do I want to do? Do I want to change anything? Maybe her colors. She's got a lot of blue going on, so let's kind of make it a little more noticeable of a blue here for her primary color. This one is kind of a more violet blue, but it is there. Kind of want to pull this a little more towards... Maybe I'm gonna dull this just a bit now. But she's got a couple of bluish shades is what I think is going on. Do I want to change her hair at all? I know there was like a new hairstyle added somewhere. Not sure what the new hairstyle is, but there was one that was added. I'm not sure. I think it's all good. I do like this style. Do I want to change her hair color? It's kind of... I think maybe make it a little bit more of an auburn sort of color. I do like this. So, Beth Gualderfeld. We could train her to be a mystic. She's going to be our mystic. Actually, let's check her abilities before other stats. No armor, 1 warding, a lot of block and dodge. She's got pretty good ranged accuracy. She doesn't have any bonus damage or potency yet, but she will shortly. Yeah, I think she'll make a good mystic. So, Beth Gualderfeld, let's go ahead and recruit her. Don't try to play it down, I've heard about you! And you know what stands out to me? The weight of holding back an entire world's worth of encroaching darkness. Apart from that, what stands out is what these monsters can do. Mechanical workers that never sleep? Giant bugs that control dreams and thoughts? Gorgons that can do whatever it is Gorgons do? What if we could harness some of that power? We could launch wild maples into a new era! Wild maples? What? It's monstercraft, no getting around that. But I see the appeal of a mechanical servant. I just don't want to tell my children they could have had such wonders, but I was too timid to go and wrench them from the claws of evil. So it seems like she's very interested in like taking like the enemy's abilities and turning them to good. I think that she would also be kind of like the old man that we kept meeting. I need to remember what his name was. But I think that she'd be like him. She would also be willing to undergo like the process to become Morthagi or something. Well, whatever your motive. If you can shoot him, you can loot him. We'll train you up. And she is going to be a mystic. I know she has a bow in her hands right now, but we need a mystic. And she'll still be able to shoot with the bow. So, we're going to train her as a mystic. And then the others are going to scout out this tile over here. Alright, the Bade Woods has been revealed. Let's go ahead and assault with these guys. We don't have any mystic this time around. That should hopefully still be okay. We've got a pretty big party. The Thrixel shouldn't be too much farther ahead of us. I could have sworn they went this way. They did! Look! Behind these rocks! Oh, she looks old. What have you found, Arkeen? Tunnels, buried deep into the earth. I guess that he doesn't address her as mom, or maybe it's just around the group, or... I don't know. I say we get in there. We can't let them get away. So Hewn Hand either says, let's take the battle to them, down we go, or Helmden says, let's not be hasty, we can lay a trap and wait here for them to emerge. Helmden is brand new, so I don't think that they'd be as willing to listen to his ideas yet, even though I think his stats say that he's a leader, yeah? His stats, he's a decisive peacemaker, but he's also the least experienced, so I think they'd be more willing to listen to Hewn Hand, who's been on the team a bit longer. Has a bit more experience. Helmden has no experience, but he has a fancy sword. So let's go ahead and go with Hewn Hand's idea. Everyone watch your step! Here we go! One by one, they climb into the hole. It turns out to be a short passage which leads into a wide tunnel. Wow, these tunnels are huge! Quietly now. We don't want to lose our advantage. They creep through the tunnel, ears straining for the slightest of sounds. But... an old root. Really, Hewn Hand? Well... Do you hear that? A little late for whispering now. They're coming! Alright, let's see what we're dealing with. All foes get 1 temporary hit point. Oh, it's the Thrixel! We have not fought these yet. We don't have a Mystic either. This should be fun! Okay, you're a Greenhorn Warrior. Great! We can give you Wolf Call, which is after successful kill. Your allies gain +2 speed for this and the following turn. Paladin, if you end your turn by moving, you will automatically enter Guardian or Blood Rage. Infuriated by wounds, you deal +1 damage for every 2 health you are missing. I'm torn between Paladin or Blood Rage. Let's go Paladin. So right off the bat, Hewn Hand, why don't you come and... you can't really tear into the armor, so I'll go ahead and have you do... There we go. Arkeen? Okay. Talip, I'm gonna go ahead and... No, Garland, you can come right up here. You can do Shield Shear, destroy the armor, and just destroy that Seeker. Arkeen, you can go ahead and just shoot this thing. So you go ahead and wall up with Garland, I think. And be a Guardian. You... I'm going to have Silk Step. Well, here come the other Thrixel. Oh yay, goody. This is gonna be fun. So, we gotta get away from these things. Hewn Hand. Let's first have Helmden come on up here, away from all the stuff that's been interfused with, and be a Guardian. Talip. I'm gonna put Talip here. Swap weapons. And you can shoot both of these things. There we go! Oh boy, Garland. Yeah, you run up ahead. Hewn Hands. You can't really do much, but just come on up here. Arkeen. You can come on up here and shoot one of the Thrixel. There we go. Garland, you... Sentinel can do a bit. Okay, well, why don't you come on up here and just... There we go. That thing is gone. Alright, Talip, you come on up here and set up an ambush, how about? Right here, just in case something comes through there. Hewn Hand, I'm gonna have you do a Zealous Leap and be a Guardian over here. Arcane, come on up here. You can go ahead and place a Jump Jaw trap over here. And just wait. And you come on over here by Garland. And be a Guardian. Yep, here they come. And they're not coming into the room. Nope, they're gonna prefer to attack from a distance, aren't they? Well. Okay, Talip. We have a prepared shot. So we can go ahead and do that. Okay, let's see. If we go over here, we can shoot both of them. Garland, I don't want you standing between the rocks and the bones. Helmden is at the most risk. Let's see. Helmden, come over here. Hewn Hand, give him some extra armor, cause... why not? Come on over here. And be a Guardian. Arcane, you come on over here and shoot the Dweaver. There we go. It is gone. Okay, you come on over here, Helmden. And you're automatically guarding against foes. It's perfect. And Garland, let's get you out of there. That's my main priority, is making sure that... Okay. A couple of thrusts here that are causing some issues. Well, Hewn Hand, why don't you just come on right here. Bash that one. And then Garland, you can just bash this one. Not too much of an issue. I think I was more scared of the fact that they can interfuse with stuff, because that means they can do some long-distance attacks through barriers. So, Talip has grown stronger, is now a Bluehorn Hunter. Let's see, we can go with Windwalk. Once per combat as a swift action, Talip can call on wind spirits to guide him to a distant tile. He can do Quelling Moss, or Tinker. I think Windwalk suits Talip, actually. I think I'll go with that. Let's do Windwalk. And we already have some decent armor for both of them, so let's just go ahead and salvage that. One of them already has... We're the scariest thing in these wild woods! Don't get too cocky, kid. Young and proud, I tell you this, pride will strand you. Surrender yourself to the power of others, and you will be stronger and better protected. Well, we got legacy points at least. So. Oh, and we got the bard. Brooks have a bard now. Fun! At least we were not dealing with them as main enemy. So, you guys go ahead and secure this. Find an item. Alright, Beth is now a Greenhorn Mystic. So she can do Soul Splitting. When Beth takes damage for each interfused object, 1 point is prevented and the object takes 2 damage instead. We can do Arches. Beth bonds with the earth and summons from Seedling and Silk a wondrous tree that pins surrounding enemies, or Naturalist, which is advanced interfusion abilities for living matter. Based on what she's shown so far, I feel like Soul Splitting might fit her best. So let's go ahead and do that. But hey, this means that we now have 2 Mystics, we have 3 Warriors, and 2 Hunters. Meaning that we're a little bit better divided. Everyone's abilities are a little bit better split. So I'm wondering how I should divide the teams now in the future. I feel like, I know that they get more experience on smaller teams. I've already seen that. I'm wondering, I should probably not have Helmden and Beth on the same team because they are both pretty weak and they need to rely on some of the stronger members to help them get up there. Garland probably should, I feel like I should have Garland and Talib should probably defend Beth, while everyone else will help Helmden. And Hewn Hand is technically pretty weak as well. So, well, Garland's actually a 5-star. I think the highest level you can get is 5. Garland is fully leveled up. Man. And he's 53 years old. He only has 2 more years before he's done. Oh, Garland, I'm gonna miss you, buddy. But anyway, I guess that means that I should wrap up this episode. So if you guys enjoyed watching this episode of Wildermyth, please be sure to go ahead and hit the like button and leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. I'm still trying to figure out how to divide these guys up. I'll probably figure it out over time. But, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there, friends.